respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first. Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, hold it and get good yardage himself.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. The 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
They'll run with Dobbins at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are to a 13-0 first quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I suppose you go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson options out left, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Jackson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man incomplete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, fans of old school football, they got to be loving this, partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform.
Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep following this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me's the front lines. In the minds. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop, so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Trying to hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. They start the drive with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Adafe Onwe showing off the pass rush skills.
Led the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The kick by pass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens Dobbins, touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Bills 3.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to move back in front. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Bills 10, Ravens 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The tackle made by Michael Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Allen off the play fake.
42-yard line.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. It's complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown Bills.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Shifts by him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Here's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a lot. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson now. He's shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
17. Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Odafe Owe picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Allen going to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Justin Madubuike. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
18-yard line.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Now Jackson on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. To the air, Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's gonna get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Completes it to Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Dobbins diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.